Hello, my fellow Habs fans. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Habs Fan Forum. I'm Ben Dankiw, and I'm excited to have you here to talk about those Montreal Canadiens, because this is where us fans get a voice. All right, so this week we have a lot of stuff on the go. What an exciting week. We got a Staal debut, which was funny. We have Jake Evans playing out of his mind. Some really good, some just strong play from him. We got the Danault, Galley, Tatar line, dominating possession like always. And of course, we got Josh Anderson heating up. Quite a few goals added to that goal total. So I'll get into each of that. But first, let's talk about this schedule. Finally, we got a full week of hockey. And moving forward, we got 4 games a week for the rest of the season. That's a lot of hockey to play. And as a fan, that's amazing. So we're going to have a lot of games to go over. We're going to have some amazing moments watching this team play through this busy schedule. But I just hope that they can stay consistent. That's going to be the hard part. As a fan, it's super exciting to see 4 games a week. Going to be a lot of back-to-backs and a lot of condensed schedules. But you just hope they can keep this streak going. They're 4-1 their last 5, and I think they're like points of 7 of their last 8, 5-1-2, I believe, or 5-1-3, I believe. So, big games. I just really hope they can stay consistent down this stretch. So let's talk about this week's games. The Habs stay hot, going 2-1 with a dominating win over the Senators, a stinker in between, and a great comeback win against the Oilers. In that first win against the Sens, they just dominated the game start to finish. It was a great game for the Canadiens' first and fourth lines. I mean, they all played well. It was a 4-0. I mean, they got a garbage time goal at the end to make it 4-1 and kill Allen's shutout. But at the end, you got to see Danault, Tatar, and Galley push play like they've just been, they've shown you they can over the past few years. And you had a great game from Jake Evans. Like that spin around back, no-look pass, short-handed. Wow, that was great. And then you had another spin around move where he just put the puck on the net in a great way that forced a rebound, and Petry just banged in. It was really, both goals were caused by Evans. So from start to finish, I got to say, Evans really showed on that game, showed that he doesn't want to get kicked out of this lineup when Staal gets back from his quarantine. Just a bad game against the Sens off the bat. They started off with a penalty and really never looked back. They stayed in the game, but they never looked like they were going to take the lead or really jump past the Sens. They just kept it close. You got to love Anderson getting 2 and Toffoli scoring again. I got to say, that was probably the worst game I've watched Jeff Petry play. I'm a big Petry fan, huge fan, but he definitely wants that game back. I think he was on the ice for 5 goals, and a couple times I had to double take the jersey number because of the mistakes he made, where I was like, no, that couldn't have. It was Petry. Like, just some bad giveaways, a couple misplays. Hey, everyone has them, so I hope he bounces back from that game. But same thing, similar to Price. Price didn't have a great game either. He let in some goals that he probably shouldn't have let in. He didn't necessarily have the best support from his team, but at the end of the day, definitely some goals that Price would have wanted back. But on to the next game against the Oilers. Really outplayed them the whole game, but the Habs let in 2 goals in the last 30 seconds of both the first and second period. Really just a quick lapse of judgment or a quick miss here where it really cost them going into the third down 2-0 out of a game where they really should have been leading. However, they come back. They score 2 great goals, and then in a storybook fashion, of course, the newcomer, Eric Staal, scores in overtime, gets that monkey off the back of the Montreal Canadiens, buries that third goal, wins the game in OT to finish the comeback. And honestly, watching the team rush Staal in that OT win, what a welcome to Montreal. 1,000-game player, and you could just see him beaming ear to ear. Still loves the game. I was super jacked to see how excited the Habs were that he scored that goal for them, and it was just really fun to see. So I'm excited about more games from Staal. All right, we'll wrap up with some player trends. I got Josh Anderson He's got 3 goals in his last 2 games, and he's looking hot. He's actually on pace for a 35-goal season on an 82-game schedule, which is awesome. His apples would probably be up a little higher if Drouin could score some goals. But nonetheless, 50-point, 35-goal season. Loving his pace, and he's trending up in my books. Jake Evans playing hot, showing why he doesn't want to leave this lineup. Shea Weber, I gotta say, shutting down McDavid, Draisaitl, playing well. That rest really did him well. He's playing great again, playing like our captain. So that's great to see. And Tatar, he's got a touch of gold recently. He's driving that play on that line. Galley and Deneau are obviously doing their parts, but I'm loving watching his shot. Man, he's just fire right now. Trending down, of course, Petry had that bad game. I'm going to give him a down this week just because of that, because I have a high standard of him because he's just such a great player. Price and Galley trending down, really just because they're injured. I got a little shout out to Carey Price here with my jersey. I hope he gets better. Just keep him home for those 2 games. So I really hope that Allen can keep stepping up and playing like he's been playing all year. He's been great. So I guess this is the benefit of having that depth piece goaltender. All right, that's it for this week's episode of the Habs Fan Forum. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like down below, tell all your friends, and please follow our YouTube channel. You can always reach out to us on Twitter at Montreal_Forum if you have any questions or just want to talk about anything Montreal Canadiens. And of course, please make sure to follow all Habs for all the best Canadiens coverage. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ben Dankiw. And finally, woo! Go Habs, go!